Howdy everybody, Scott Dresser here again for OCONUSTCL the Contractor's Life. So we've been covering a lot of topics, and believe me, there is a whole mess of stuff to cover, and we can't obviously get to all of it in the time dedicated to this sort of thing. Hopefully if you're seeing or hearing anything that you like, that you think warrants trying out, you're trying it. Nothing wrong with trying it. You're either going to like it and it's going to work, or you're not going to like it and it's not going to work. Okay? It's something I've touched on before, but I just want to go a little bit deeper into it, is your body as the structural platform for whatever it is you're shooting. Now, we're not going to go into long distance shooting like snipers. We're not going to go into shooting machine guns. We're talking what most of us would be using: shotguns, ARs, pistols, what have you. Okay? So there are modifications, amendments to any of this. Okay? Your body's physical particularities will dictate some of this stuff. Perhaps the setting that you find yourself in, but primarily what I want to remind folks about and show a little bit more about is that what I mean by your body being a structural base is that whether I'm, and my sights are down, I usually put my sights down when I'm not protected, but whether I'm using my rifle, okay, or I'm transitioning to my pistol, okay, or I'm going back to the rifle, shotgun, whatever it is, I want to have a good stable platform, okay? So some things, maybe a lot of things aside, for the most part, I want to have my feet roughly shoulder width apart, okay? So roughly shoulder width apart, I want to be comfortable, just like I'm standing in line. I don't want to have my knees locked out. Okay, I want to have a little spring in them for other reasons as well. Okay, I want to be squared off to my target. Okay, and whether it's my rifle, and I have this thing tucked in, I've got my good cheek weld. I'm aiming down my sight. This thing's not going to come back and hit me. It's not going to bite me. Okay, I've got this thing locked in. It's not going anywhere. When I pull the trigger, okay, I've got some flex in my knees. My feet are actually wider apart than my shoulders. Okay? So if something rocks the world, a shockwave from an explosion, anything, somebody bumps into me, I'm less likely to get thrown off balance, especially if I'm pulling the trigger when it happens. A lot easier to recover. I can still step forward. Okay? I can still step backward if I have to. I can still step to my right. I can step to my left. Okay? So whatever I'm doing, I want to make sure I've got a good body stance. Okay? A little flex in the knees, slightly forward at the hips, less or more for some people, depending on physical particularities. Okay? And I'm pulling this rifle into me and guiding it, steering it, driving it as I'm pulling the trigger. Okay? Same thing with the pistol. When I come out with the pistol and I punch out, I'm extending. I got the same body stance I had with the rifle. The only difference is this hand is closer. It's now coming in, gripping the right hand, I'm laying it over. And I'm aiming down my sights. Okay? I'm not bringing my head, I do drop, but I drop before, okay, I bring my pistol and my sights to me. Okay? I'm doing that as I'm drawing before the pistol gets there. I'm coming down and bringing my sights and my pistol to me, but I'm locking out as best I can. Okay, I got some weird shoulder and elbow issues, but I'm locking in. I'm keeping both eyes open. Never shoot. For the most part, let me just say, you should never shoot with one eye. Both eyes are always open. Situational awareness, whether you're on the range, dry fire practice, whatever. I'm a right-handed shooter. If I close my left eye to shoot with my right eye, I can't see anything from here over. I can't see anything. Somebody comes in my line of fire and I'm not paying attention, I risk shooting them. If it's a bad guy and he's trying to come up with a knife and stick me, too late, game over, I'm done. Both eyes open. You're going to focus. You need eye relief, so you adjust your stock wherever you need it to be. You adjust your sights wherever they need to be, so that when you come up, you got proper eye relief. Okay, the distance between the rear aperture and your eyes so that the front sight is not blurry and fuzzy. Okay? So I don't have to close an eye or a right eye. Doesn't matter if I switch over and use my other hand. I'm going to come out of a target, from behind cover. Okay? Doesn't matter how I do that. Both eyes are always open. So just some important things, folks. Okay, and you don't have to be rigid about this. If you're standing there just like this, jaw jacking, and I'm talking with my buddy here, Trevor, okay, the way I'm standing right now, I don't have to really do anything different. I just come up, I'm ready to go. I come out, I'm ready to go. Just that simple, folks. Just little things to keep in mind. Trevor's already covered down on sight alignment and all that stuff. We can go deeper into it, we will later, but I just wanted to remind you, body stance, body structure. Your body is the platform for the weapon. With that said, folks, remember to be careful what you wish for. Stay frosty. Until next time, keep it real.